Greetings. Today's dissertation concerns the assemblage of the bird. This is the bird, of course. You may be slightly familiar. Pretty much any style of gun or glue of your choice. I have selected a brand called Art Mines. It's pretty nice. I got it from here in Midland, Michigan. The Art Mines brand, and I got it at Michael's Craft Shop in Midland. A couple of different guns that you can get. One that is dual temperature style. Show you there. It's got this little switch on the side. You can select between high and low temperature, and then of course this one, who is just high temperature. I kind of like it. It's half the price of the other one, and it's just high temp, which is, I'm usually just going with high anyways. High temperature volcanic glue. So I kind of like that one. But you can kind of feel it out and see what you think. Once you get your glue in your gun, you can begin assemblage of the bird, which is quite easy. Basically take you over here. A couple of pieces that we have today. This one and this one. So these two guys, this one and that one there. And to start out with, we'll take these two pieces and we take our glue gun and we just kind of glue all around. Put glue on there, hot glue. Once it's hot glued on there, you flip it over and you can just kind of slap it right into place on that other piece. And just kind of get your edges good and flush there. Just try to get them good and flush and keep it kind of good and straight on there like that. As you can see, I have struck the harmonic symphony of straightness. Yeah, sir. So, yeah, you get that squared away. Once you get to that point, of course I like to keep my lines on there like that, but that's alright. And once you get that on there, then it's kind of up to you. You can feel it out, but I like to, after those pieces are together, I like to flip them over and then take this dowel that I'll have. This dowel rod. There's a couple different sizes dowel that you can use, that will end up using. This one is the main body of the plane, and it is 3/8 inch by 36 inch. 3/8 inch square dowel. And you can get it like at Myers or Home Depot or Lowe's, pretty much any of them. You can just put glue on the stick there and center it up on the plane, stick it right in place there, about like that. Just try to make sure you got enough room on this end here, because our motor will mount on there, so you like to have a little bit sticking out to at least about here, give or take. It's okay if you got a little extra now at this point, that'll be alright. If you want to have plenty, that'll be okay. And then have the front, you have that sticking out there quite a ways, because we're going to have that piece also is going to go on there. That guy will be going on the front underneath, so you can take a couple of ways you can go about it. Once the stick is fastened to these big pieces here, then if you want, you can flip everything over. You can have it, it'll be sitting like that, and then you can put glue on the stick here, just kind of glue it along there, and then you can slap that little fella on there. It's kind of hot. While it's hot there, you just stick it on there. Keep them kind of straight if you can. Straighter the better. About like so. So they're glued in place. And then once you get to that part, you'll be well on your way. It's okay if they're not totally straight as well, because I have actually, more times than not, I've actually gotten them pretty crooked. It's pretty hideous to even think about, but I've gotten them pretty ski-wad bad, and it'll still fly amazingly. If you can get them straight, they work really well. Not too bad, but do not despair if at first it gets a little crooked looking. You'll get the hang of her. It'll come together for you. And then what you can do is, there's another piece. This is kind of what we'll be looking at like that. Get your stick glued to your plane at that point. And then also we have this tail section here. That also glues to the body of the plane, but you might notice between two there's this little dowel rod that goes through there, and I believe that's a 1/4 inch square. What is that? Yeah, 1/4 inch by 36 inch long. Now that's going to be a lot longer than we'll need, so, but it's the right diameter, right square action. So once you get that glued in there, you can just whack that off, trim it off with a grinder or saw or something. Or you can maybe do it with your teeth if you want to, if you're kind of hungry. Kind of nip that off there, but that'll go in there. And then you can take and glue this guy, just buttress that baby right up to this piece here. So glue the stick to this part, and then this part to that, and or in any order you desire. And then that'll give you that piece kind of like that. Sometimes it's easy if you want to stand the plane up on end, kind of like so, kind of like that if you want to stand her up, and then you can just glue on the plane, slap your dowel on there, and then glue this to the dowel. That way you can kind of help to hold it and keep it straight as it goes along there. And you might notice also got these little pieces here. Some people, not too many people use these, but I kind of like them because I've gotten to where sometimes I'll land a little bit hard, and my motor, since it's got some pretty good weight, will pull. The motor kind of tries to pull away from the plane, and these guys just give a little more support, a little bit of anchor, help hold that dowel rod right to the plane. So it works pretty good. And then what you can do is, once you get these pieces all glued together and assembled, you can start your taping process. It's pretty easy to do. Basically, you can just get this like colored packing tape. A lot of different places you can get it. I've got mine online at a site called fastpack.net. Usually get a couple, $3 a roll. You can get different colors: green, blue, yellow, white or black or orange. All kinds you can get. And so basically once you get your tape, you can just start laying it on there and smoothing it out and trimming it off, and just kind of, I like to tape from the back forward, because that lets the wind fly over the plane and without catching the tape, you know, and lets it glide through the air good. So the overlaps are going with the wind that way. And I think that's about all we've got for now. But you can kind of feel it out. I like black tape for the bottom, or some kind of a dark color, so you can see the plane from the, you can kind of see it in the sky pretty well, hanging around in the sky. Makes a nice contrast. And then some maybe different color for the top of the plane, so you can tell whether it's up or down. Unless, of course, you got eyes like mine that are just borderline spooky. I think that's about all we have today. couple more dissertations, I think we'll have her done. You get this far, you'll be pretty much good to go. So, oh yeah, and the tape there, you can use like a razor knife here. It's pretty handy. I got that at Lowe's or somewhere. Stanley razor knife. Got these blades that just fly out of there. Put that button in the razors, it's easy to change them. So that's about all there is. We'll catch you next time, and good luck to you. See ya. Bye.